All of you children for this NEET and JE chemistry class. This is the first class for us, and our teacher is Mr. Manish. Manish background பார்த்தீங்கன்னா he is a BTech electronics, and he studied in Telangana. He is a Coimbatorian, studied in Telangana, Bangalore, and right now he is in Bombay. ஸோ பாம்பேயில் இருக்கார். இஸ் டேக்கிங் கிளாஸஸ் ஃபார் வேரியஸ் இன்ஸ்டியூட்ஸ். சம் ஆஃப் த இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் இன்ஸ்டியூட்ஸ்க்கெல்லாம் அவர் கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறாரு. ஐஜிசிஎஸ்ஐ சின்னு ஒரு கோர்ஸ் இருக்குது, அதுக்கு எடுக்கிறாரு. ஐபின்னு ஒரு கோர்ஸ் இருக்குது, அதுக்கு எடுக்கிறாரு. அப்புறம் கேம்பிரிட்ஜ் அப்படின்னு ஒரு கோர்ஸ் இருக்குது. இதெல்லாமே நம்ம இந்த சிபிஎஸ்சி, ஸ்டேட் போர்டு, ஐசிஎஸ்சி மாதிரி மற்ற போர்டு இதை விட இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஒரு வித்தியாசமான போர்டு, ஒரு ஃபாரின் போர்ட்ஸ், அதுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறாரு. And he has been teaching physics and chemistry left and right in the last couple of years, and he has been recommended by our one of our Telangana teacher, very highly recommended. In fact நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, தெலுங்கானாவில் ஒருத்தர் வராருன்னு, அது ஒரு மனிஷ் தான். பிகாஸ் தெலுங்கானா ஒருத்தர் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங்காக ரெக்கமெண்ட் பண்ணார். அண்ட் எனிவே ஐ நோ him from childhood. That is not மனிஷ் குழந்தையாக இருந்து எனக்கு தெரியும். இஸ் எ வெரி வெரி ஒபீடியன்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். அவர்கிட்ட அவரை பற்றி சொல்லணும்னா அவருக்கு எவ்வளோ லாங்குவேஜ் தெரியுமா? 7 எவ்வளோ மனிஷ்?
7 சார்.
7 லாங்குவேஜ் அவருக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக். பாருங்கள் எப்படிப்பட்ட பர்சனாலிட்டியாக ஆர் தேர் வித் யூ ஆஸ் எ டீச்சர். நவ் ஐ லீவ் த ஃப்ளோர் டு மிஸ்டர் மனிஷ். மனிஷ், கோ ஹெட் வித் இட்.
Okay, thank you sir. Thanks you for that introduction. So first of all, good morning ellarku vanakkam. And the students, it's really it gives me immense pleasure to address such a huge crowd, so especially after the pandemic when things are becoming online. So definitely, and first of all, happy Children's Day to everybody.
Manish, can I interrupt for a moment? கொஞ்சம் நீங்கள் தமிழ் கலந்துக்குங்க மனிஷ். ஏன்னா கொஞ்சம் தமிழ் மீடியம் நாங்கள் ஜென்ரலாக ஒரு 50% தமிழ் கலந்துக்குவோம்.
Okay,
if you can do that, that's great. ஆனா அதுக்காக உங்களுக்கு 7 லாங்குவேஜ் தெரியுதுக்காக மற்ற லாங்குவேஜ் எல்லாம் கலந்துராதீங்க, எங்களுக்கு தெரியாது.
Okay sir, okay, sure. So definitely students, so Tamil பேசலாம், it's not a big deal, but then தூய தமிழ் பேச தெரியாது. I can normally speak in the Coimbatore Tamil, or that slang, whatever you may call it. So yeah, so children, today we'll have chemistry class. So typically chemistry is is an easy subject, romba easy subject, kashtalam kediyadu. You can easily score marks. So as sir has already given an introduction, introduction sir ஏற்கனவே கொடுத்துட்டாருன்றதுனால I am not having more to speak about that. So we'll quickly jump into it because 1 hourல எவ்வளவு முடிக்க முடியுமோ, so we'll try to cover up that much and we'll finish it. Okay, so we'll start off. So நான் என்னோட screen share பண்றேன். So you kids tell me if the screen is clearly visible to you guys. சரியா? So first I'm sharing a tab and eventually I'll share the screen. Yeah. So is my screen visible?
No.
No sir.
I think I have to give you வருது.
வரும். It will take some time, probably a few seconds to load. இப்போ தெரியும். So the first chapter is what sir asked me. So first chapter ல நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். So generally I don't go with the book and notebook model. So ஒரு online model use பண்ணலாம். I'm using an online module to teach. So நம்ம அந்த module பிரகாரம் we will go. Okay. And everybody can you can be open. So very happy to hear your feedback. Anytime you can interrupt me. ஏதாவது புரியலனா you can immediately stop me and you can ask me, sir, either you can repeat or you can again explain. So I'm really happy to do that. So திருப்பி நீங்க கேட்கலாம் புரியலனா, so not an issue. Yeah, so now I've come to my presentation module. So first chapter, so basic concepts of chemistry, and we'll look into what it is all about, and eventually we will go to the important aspects of JEE. So in the topic we'll be covering introduction to chemistry, role of chemistry in different spheres of life, or a basic idea, and then we'll look at matter and 3 different physical states of matter. Adu pathiyum we'll be learning, and then we'll be learning about mixtures and pure substances, and then we'll eventually get into comparison of elements and compounds with examples. So these are the topics on a broad outlook we'll be looking at. So first one, so can you tell me what chemistry means to you? I know chemistry is a branch of science, but then according to you, what do you feel chemistry is? This question is open to any of the kids. Yeah. So நீங்க என்ன feel பண்றீங்க about chemistry apart from a subject? Yes. Videos also you can keep it on. So generally kids keep their videos on if you have a good network. Yes, children.
Chemistry என்னன்னு கேக்குறாரு, you can react.
You can give your own view to chemistry. Now I'm not asking you an JEE question or a simple question that yes, please go ahead.
For me,
yes,
chemistry is the study of molecules and compounds and elements.
Correct. Study of molecules, compounds or elements. Yes. So I think that was Kalanidhi. Yes, Kalanidhi, you're absolutely right. It is the study of molecules. Yes, you study the interaction between molecules. Yes, obviously. You also study about reactions. Of course, namala padichirkom reactions patti we know something about a reaction, right? So that is all about chemistry. Yes, perfect. So chemistry is playing a very important role in these four sectors that you can see. So நாலு வகமான ஒரு செக்டர்ஸ்ல you can see chemistry playing a very important role. First one வந்து definitely engineering. I think பொறியியல் is the right term if I'm not wrong. So it plays a very important role there. So anga we talk about iron, copper, silver, gold. So most of the sheet metal. Okay, so again it is based on chemistry. And then drugs na another medicines. So again lot of medicines which are available in the market. மருந்து தயாரிப்பதல். So even there also you have definitely chemistry coming into picture. Okay, இப்போ pandemic நம்ம ஃபேஸ் பண்ணும்போது நிறைய pharma companies முன் வந்துச்சு and they did lot of research and development. நிறைய drugs கொண்டு வந்தாங்க, vaccines production ramp up பண்ணாங்க. So all that is definitely because of chemistry. So without chemistry we cannot imagine life after COVID. So definitely chemistry plays a very important role. அதுக்கப்புறம் food, நம்ம என்ன சாப்பிடுறோம், the food that we eat, again that is also based on chemistry. That's because we have different varieties of food, the way the food is being harvested. And ipo agriculture sector la kuda, that is even in farming methodology anga kuda chemistry use பண்றாங்க. You may ask how it is used. So high yield variety seeds கொண்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. What do you mean by high yield variety seeds? So suppose நான் இன்னைக்கு seeds sow பண்றேன்னா I'll get a harvest after 2 or 3 months. 2 மாதங்கள் அப்படினா 5 months அப்புறம் எனக்கு harvest வரும். The harvest will be double or triple than the initial amount. That is, if a normal seed na use பண்ணேன்னா I might get say 5 kgs. I'm just giving you an example. ஒரு உதாரணத்துக்காக சொல்றேன். So if I'm going to sow a seed, for example ஒரு tomato seed ன்னு வெச்சுக்கலாம். So if I'm sowing a tomato seed, say after 2 to 3 months I am getting 2 kilograms of tomato with a normal seed. Okay, ஒரு normal seedல வந்து I'm getting 2 kgs. But ஒரு high yield variety seed அதே யூஸ் பண்ணேன்னா then I will be getting 10 kgs. So how much is the yield increased? It is increased, sir. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, side effects வரா sir அப்படி ஹீல் பண்ணா?
Side effects definitely இருக்கு, but to meet the population demand, நம்ம human population increase ஆயிட்டே போகுது இல்லையா? So definitely we need to look at other sources of food also. So அதனால we'll have to get it, because நம்ம எத்தனை பேர் இப்போ organic food சாப்பிடுறோம்? Are we all getting organic food, organic vegetables? நமக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் கிடைக்குதா? Not sure, சொல்ல முடியாது. அப்படி கிடைச்சா கூட we cannot afford to that இல்லையா? It is very expensive. Same thing நீங்க கோயம்புத்தூர்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா lot of organic outlets are there. But same 1 kg tomato நீங்க அங்க போய் வாங்குனீங்கன்னா it might cost you around 100 to 120 rupees. நம்ம afford பண்ண முடியுமா? Can we afford so much? It's not possible இல்லையா? So that is why we go with so that is the reason. Supply and demand, so அத பொறுத்து தான் இருக்கு. So because demand அதிகமா இருக்கு, supply கம்மியா இருக்கிறதுனால, so to meet the supply and demand, obviously high yield variety seeds வந்து நம்ம போக வேண்டியது இருக்கு. So அந்த கட்டாயத்துல நம்ம இருக்கோம். Next வந்து materials. So again materials ன்னு பார்க்கும்போது நிறைய industries இருக்கு. Sheet metal industries இருக்கு. Sheet metal அப்படிங்கும்போது we have GAIL, we have SAIL, Steel Authority of India, நிறைய public sector undertakings இருக்கு. to need a lot of metal, so that metal is also being processed. Other process பண்றதுக்கும் நம்ம chemistry வந்து it plays a very important role. And integrated chips நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம் இல்லையா இன்னைக்கு மொபைல்ஸ் கேட்ஜெட்ஸா இருக்கட்டும் லேப்டாப்ஸா இருக்கட்டும் எல்லாத்துலயுமே there is something called as an SoC, system on chip ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So there also we have metallic oxides ஒரு coating கொடுக்கிறோம், fabrication சொல்லுவாங்க. So there also chemistry plays a very important role. So PVC pipes, polyvinyl chloride, அது polymers கீழ வருது. So that is also PVC pipes பாத்தீங்கன்னா buildingsல most of the construction unitsல without PVC we cannot imagine constructions to go on. So anga kuda we use chemistry. So these are the broad branches where chemistry play an important role. Okay. So now next one we'll see the different types of matter. So matter அப்படிங்கிறது I'm really not sure what is the right word to use, so I'll continue in English. So யாராவது புரியலனா you can stop me and you can ask me, or probably Keshamurthy sir also can step in and give you a transformation, so he can translate.
Manish, in
so
the words all English
yes sir yes
words all Englishல இருக்கட்டும், but in between அது நீங்க explain பண்ணும்போது you can use little
explanation மட்டும் தமிழ்ல கொடுக்கலாம்.
ஆமா words all let it be there in English.
Okay sir. So three states of matter. So first one is solid state irukku, the second is liquid, and third one you have gaseous state. Okay, so basically solids அப்படிங்கும்போது you guys already know நமக்கு பேசிக்கா ஒரு ஐடியா டெஃபினெட்லி இருக்கு. So solidsல how the atoms are arranged, so they are very tightly packed இல்லையா. So there is intermolecular spaces அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா there is very very less amount of space. So அதனாலேயே நம்ம வந்து solids compress பண்ண முடியாது. You cannot compress solids. If you try to compressனா என்னது, you cannot put it into a very small space. So the reason behind that is because intermolecular spaces are very less, or you can say it is negligible. The same thing with liquids. Liquids la paranga you definitely have atoms, or the molecules are free to move. And the atom வந்து அவ்வளோ டைட்டா packed illa, it's not that tightly packed. So they are free to move, so that they also possess some amount of energy. Energy in சொல்லும்போது who can tell me what is the energy possessed by atoms which are in motion? The energy ku ஒரு பேர் இருக்கு. So who can tell me the name of the energy possessed by an object which is in motion? Yes
sir, lattice energy.
Lattice energy? No, not exactly.
Kinetic?
No. Very good. Yes, kinetic is right. An object which is in motion possesses kinetic energy. Yeah. So it's moving. Okay. An object which is at a height, நம்ம சொல்றோம் it is at a higher potential. So அதுக்கு potential energy அதிகமா இருக்கு. So here if you see liquids la, because the atoms are free to move, so they possess kinetic energy. Same way gases la வந்து they keep moving randomly here and there. இப்போ நம்ம வீட்ல நமக்கு பிடிச்ச சமையல் செய்றாங்க. So suppose our mom is cooking our favorite food. எனக்கு வந்து personal favorite is biryani. So for you it might be something else. So cook பண்ணும்போது definitely நமக்கு அந்த aroma and the smell நமக்கு வருது இல்லையா. We might be in the study room or in the bedroom, but obviously we get the smell. So எப்படி அது travel ஆகி வருது, that is because the gases, the atoms are much loosely packed. They are much far away from each other. It keeps moving with high kinetic energy. They have a lot of energy, lot of kinetic energy. That's the reason it can travel from one end of the room to the other end of the room. Adhe mari perfumes also. So perfume smell also reaches us very fast. Okay, so that is all about I spoke about the molecular spaces between them. I spoke about the speed. So evlo faster move agudhu molecules or atoms nama paathom all three states of matter la, be it solid, liquid or gas. Now we will look at the shapes. Solid ku vanda definitely ஒரு shape இருக்கு. It is having a fixed shape. நம்ம different shapes maths la already படிச்சிட்டோம். What are the different types of shapes that we know? Okay, or you can say solid arrangements that we know. So cube நமக்கு தெரியும், cuboid நமக்கு தெரியும். So cube ஐ extend பண்ணோம்னா நமக்கு cuboid வருது. And circle வந்து if you are rotating by 360 degrees நமக்கு sphere வருது. So you take the plane figures and you pull them by a three-dimensional space, you get 3D object. So solids now they definitely have a fixed shape, a definite shape and a definite volume kuda irukku. You can calculate the volume. But liquid does it have a fixed shape? Shape கிடையாது liquid க்கு. So if you have water வந்து doesn't have a shape, but water if you are pouring it in a container, ஒரு cubic container எடுத்துக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா you can take a container of any shape. It takes the shape of the container. Okay, so liquids have the property to flow. So அதுதான் நம்ம fluidity ன்னு சொல்றோம். So that is one thing. And second thing, volume வந்து it can have volume provided that you pour it in a particular shaped container. You can calculate the volume of the liquid. That is possible. Okay, but on its own you cannot really calculate volume. You require a particular container, so that then you can find out the volume number definitely you can find out. Finally, for gases, gas வந்து நான் already சொன்னேன், it is much far apart from each other. So நம்ம சிலிண்டர்ல வந்து we are trying to pump a particular gas. நம்ம வீட்ல கூட யூஸ் பண்றோம். What is the name of the gas that we use at home for cooking? Cylinder குள்ள very very good, perfect. LPG யூஸ் பண்றோம். That is liquefied petroleum gas. LPG ஓட full form. நம்ம எதுக்கு liquefied ன்னு சொல்றோம்? நம்ம gas பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். But why are we talking about liquid? Liquid எங்க இருந்து வந்துச்சு? Can anybody tell me? Yeah, liquid varudhu. Even though it is a gas, why LPG is liquefied petroleum gas? What is the reason behind it? No idea? Okay. So, நம்ம gas வந்து
I know about liquid oxygen, sir. அதாவது அதோட increase குறைச்சோம்னா அது கரெக்ட்டா மார்க் ஃபார்ம் இருக்கு. அதே கான்செப்ட் சார்.
Yes, அதே கான்செப்ட் தான். You have come very close. So liquefied petroleum gas na நம்ம LPG பத்தி பேசும்போது so gas வந்து ரொம்பவே கம்ப்ரஸ் பண்ணலாம் இல்லையா? So நான் why I can compress more, ஏன்னா ரொம்ப ஸ்பேசஸ் இருக்கு. There is a lot of space between the atoms in gases. So அதனாலயே நம்ம கம்ப்ரஸ் பண்ண முடியுது gases. So when I'm trying to compress more and more, நான் ரொம்ப pressure apply பண்ணி நான் கம்ப்ரஸ் பண்றச்ச what happens is that gas becomes a liquid state. Liquid state அது transform ஆகுது. It becomes transformed to a liquid state. நீங்களே perfume bottle பாருங்க. If you are shaking the perfume bottle, you can see there is a liquid inside. Have you observe பண்ணிருப்பீங்க? That is, but நீங்க nozzle press பண்ணும்போது it comes out as a gas, not as a liquid. The reason behind this is under high pressure, gases become liquefied. Liquefied na அது liquid states of matter attain பண்ணுது under high pressure. So that is the reason it becomes liquefied. Okay, so we move ahead. Different classifications. Yeah, சொல்லுங்க.
Sir, in our room temperature also it can be as a liquid, sir?
In room temperature, can it be liquid? There are certain gases which can also become, gases in பேசும்போது அந்த அதோட ஒரு you see, we talk about the point at which it becomes liquefied. So temperature definitely plays a very important role. நீங்க liquid nitrogen பத்தி கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. இந்த ரீசெண்டா யூடியூப் சோஷியல் மீடியால எல்லாம் அந்த பிஸ்கட் ஸ்மோக்கிங் பிஸ்கட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்துச்சு. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so liquid nitrogen பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is stored in a container. So அந்த அது வந்து quick freeze ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். மாஸ்டர் ஷெஃப்ல கூட யூஸ் பண்றாங்க to make desserts. So நீங்க அது pour பண்ணும்போது it quickly freezes any substance. நீங்க if you are pouring it on plastic becomes brittle. So immediately அது break ஆயிடும். So that is called an antifreeze. But அதோட temperature வந்து it is very very low, -47 -30 degrees Celsius also அது reach பண்ணும். So that is basically based on temperature. So room temperature liquid இருக்கு அப்படின்னா எல்லாமே இருக்காது, only few exceptions are there. Okay, so oxygen also it is minus some degrees Celsius. I'm not sure about the temperature, but not at room temperature. So nama we'll go ahead with matter and their classification பார்க்கலாம். So children, நான் கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா if I'm going little fast, please stop me because சில பேருக்கு வந்து புரியாம இருக்கலாம். So if you have anything like that, you can let me know. Okay, so I'll pace down my speed.
Manish, the speed is okay. Particularly in the beginning ஒரு first 2-3 chapter இந்த மாதிரி போகலாம். பின்னாடி கொஞ்சம் complicated வரும்போது கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோ பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
Okay sir, because this chapters and all are easy only, so easier புரியும் நான் நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, so matters can be classified into two types. நம்ம mixtures ன்னு சொல்றோம், அப்புறம் pure substances ன்னு சொல்றோம். So there are two bifurcations. Mixtures அப்படிங்க வரும்போது the word itself is very easy to understand. இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே பிடிக்கும் ஹல்திராம்ஸ் மிக்ஸ்சர்ஸ், இல்லைன்னா ஜென்ரலா நம்ம ஸ்வீட்ஸ் கடைக்கு போனோம்னா we'll buy sweets, and காரத்துக்கு definitely we buy mixtures. So mixtureல பாத்தீங்கன்னா நமக்கு பூந்தி இருக்கும், sometimes காஜு போட்டிருப்பாங்க, sometimes you might also see that there are different elements. அதுல வேற elements வந்து mix ஆகி இருக்கு. So that is why you call it as mixtures. So but mixturesலயே நமக்கு ரெண்டு வகையா classifications definitely இருக்கு. You have two different bifurcations, homogeneous and heterogeneous. So இத பத்தி நம்ம டீடைலா பார்க்கலாம். Same way pure substances la elements and compounds இருக்கு. So we'll look at them now in detail. So we'll look at the differences between mixtures and pure substances. Okay, so mixture la vandu it's a combination of two or more pure substances which are present in it. So adula vandu ore oru pure substance definitely irukadu. You will have different pure substances. Okay, and the reason behind it is because it's mixture. Everything is mixed in it. So adula separate a oru entity edukalam, and you can talk about the entity. So that is possible in mixtures. And the composition of the mixture might vary. Composition na enadhu even a spread aayirka illaya. So sometimes it might not be evenly spread, but you can distinctively see it. Distinctively see it na separate nama paakalam. Separate nama we can see each and every entity in that separate. For example, sand and water. If you take sand and water mix aguma, can you mix it and make it a separate solution? Totally will it mix? Nama mix panni ada dissolve panna mudiyuma? Sand and water? No, it will not. Sand separate a kilo koi sedimentation iron. That means it gets settled down at the bottom. Water taniya theriyum, sand namak taniyave theriyum. So it will not mix. Neenga enada try panna kuda ultimately it is not going to mix. So most of the immiscible substances, immiscible ma mix agada substances are all coming at the mixtures. Oil and water, definitely that is also an example. Okay, then you can see lime water, you can also say salt, water. So there you can see salt particles too. For till a certain period you can definitely see them in mixtures. But your substances they have a fixed composition throughout. So nama enada if you try to mix also, you need not mix it. Why we need not mix it? Because it's already present in uniform composition. Uniform composition na adoda texture throughout same ah irukum. It look the same throughout. You cannot find any subtle difference anywhere. So engayum you cannot find out any differences. For example, gold, pure gold. If I'm talking about a pure gold, so pure gold you have only gold atoms which are there. Nadula you will not find silver, copper, irukadu. The same way ammonia is basically a compound. Nitrogen hydrogen react panni you get ammonia. N2 plus H2 gives you NH3. So anga, that is also an example of pure substance. Most of the compounds are pure substances. Composition is uniform throughout. So anga adoda constituents வந்து செப்பரேட்டா நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது. அம்மோனியால நைட்ரஜன் எங்க இருக்கு, ஹைட்ரஜன் எங்க இருக்குன்னு நம்ம சொல்ல முடியாது. Are you getting the point? So that is why we call that as pure substance. I'll give you examples. I'll give you the reaction. So நடுவுல வந்து நான் blackboard போவேன். In the blackboard I will give you an explanation in between. So hold on, let me connect my blackboard. Yeah. So என்னோட blackboard I hope உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியுதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So I'll show you here. You guys are able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are able to see.
Okay, great. So இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா the product that is formed, நம்ம ப்ராடக்ட் எதை சொல்றோம்? Whatever we get on the right hand side is the product. Chemical equationல right hand side நமக்கு என்ன கிடைக்குதோ, என்ன materials react ஆகி நமக்கு வருதோ, நம்ம we call that as a product. Okay, and chemical reaction la edala react பண்ணுதோ that will be on the left side. Whatever react, you call them as reactants. நம்ம the reactants ன்னு சொல்றோம். So in the equation la how many reactants are there? Who can tell me how many reactants and what are their names? Yes, யாராவது try பண்ணுங்க. What are the names of the reactants here in the chemical equation la that you can see? Yeah,
Manish, chemical equation தெரியலையே.
chemical equation தெரியலையா? Okay, hold on sir, maybe நான் screen திரும்பி share பண்ணனும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So Google Meet la I think I'll have to reshare. Okay, so திரும்பி reshare பண்றேன். Yes, இப்போ தெரியுதுங்களா? blackboard இப்போ தெரியுதுங்களா? So this is what I wrote. இதுதான் நான் எழுதி இருந்தேன் blackboardல. I hope it is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, இப்போ தெரியுதுங்களா? Okay, maybe அது ஷேர் ஆகலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Okay.
ஆமா,
So
முதல்ல
இங்க
share
பாத்தீங்கன்னா left side. Yeah. So left side நீங்க என்ன பாக்குறீங்க? You see reactants. Right side நமக்கு என்ன react ஆகி வருதோ we call that as products. So who can tell me the reactants here? In the chemical equations la எத்தனை reactants இருக்கு? அதோட பேர்
two reactants, sir.
Very good.
Nitrogen and hydrogen.
Yes. And அது கீழ நான் வந்து I have written the state of matter. தெரியுதுங்களா? நம்ம gene
Yes, sir. Yes.
G, very good. G means it is gaseous state. Okay. And our product kuda gaseous state liye varudhu. So that is ammonia, which is NH3. So in the ammonia pathona, we just now saw it in the slide. So ammonia when the pure substance kila example kuduthiranga. You guys remember? Yes. So இப்போ எதுக்கு இது pure substances சொல்றோம்? That's because ammonia நம்ம எடுக்கும்போது, if you see ammonia, it is a gas. So அந்த gasல வந்து you cannot go and identify இங்க nitrogen இருக்கு, இங்க hydrogen இருக்கு நம்ம சொல்ல முடியாது. It's not possible for us to separate or distinctively see nitrogen or distinctively see hydrogen. So அதனால you call ammonia as a pure substance. உங்களுக்கு புரியுதுங்களா? Why ammonia is a pure substance? Yes. I hope that is clear.
Yeah.
So going back, yes. So that is the differences between mixtures and pure substances. Nadula vande we'll do definitely some activities, interesting activities definitely irukku. So we'll be doing that. Next we'll see homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. So homogeneous, homo na enadhu? Homo means basically same. Hetero na different. That is the differences between the names. Homo abdina same. Hetero means different. So we'll see what is same and what is different. Okay. So first point, you can see that constituents are completely mixed with each other. Homogeneous mixture, the composition, they are mixed together equally and the composition is uniform throughout. So other composition pathina is completely uniform. And homogeneous mixtures have no visible boundaries or separations. So another, you cannot say that there is a boundary. Iduvarikku da homogeneous abdin solla mudiyadhu. Throughout it is homogeneous. Okay. Irrespective of its size and how far it is spread, so completely it is homogeneous, and the composition is going to be uniform throughout, so it is equally spread. Example, seawater, sugar solution. Water edutittu nama sugar nama dissolve pannona, we get a sugar solution. If you take water and dissolve salt, NaCl nu solrom, sodium chloride, so again you get salt solution. So and the mari, and air la kuda we have, it is basically a homogeneous mixture. Why homogeneous mixture in solrom? Namakku air la vandu we know that 70 or 75% is nitrogen, and we know some of its percentage is carbon dioxide. We know that oxygen is also there. Traces of argon, krypton irukku kuda namakku theriyum. But still then we call it homogeneous. The reason behind it is it's uniform throughout. Nama enga poi air measure pannalum, air is definitely going to have 70% nitrogen. It will definitely have 23% or 20% oxygen, whatever it might be. So other one is definitely fixed. So that's why it is uniform throughout. Next one we have heterogeneous mixtures. So heterogeneous mixtures the composition is not uniform. Uniform kediyadu. What does that mean? Abdina, you can distinctively see the differences. For example, and the sand and water kuduthirukanga, sand namak separate theriyum, water also separate theriyum. You cannot say that uniform sand and water is mixed with each other. Are you getting it? That's why it is not having a uniform composition throughout. So that is example of heterogeneous mixtures. Nariya examples namale kudukalam. So what about if you talk about oil and water, again that is another example which is heterogeneous mixtures. So like that leaves, you take leaves in water, that's also heterogeneous. Okay. So again tea leaves, etc. So many examples we can give. Next we are going ahead with the concept of elements and compounds. Elements na enna, compounds na enna. Element is basically a single entity. Nama periodic table ellarume paathirkom. It starts with hydrogen and so many elements are there in the periodic table. Okay. So I'll take you to the periodic table. I hope it is visible to you. Yes. So inga paakalam inga periodic table. Generally unga book la kuda kuduthirupanga. So you can see that there are different elements in the periodic table. Starting from hydrogen to helium, we have around 118 elements which are known to us. So in the periodic table, you paakra over entity, each and every block symbolizes each and every element. Okay. So element abdingumbodhu is a single entity. So keep that in mind. Okay. So element has only one kind of particle. It is only made up of a single atom. So we refer to as a particular element. But hydrogen abdin sollumbodhu, so we have two different types of hydrogen. Only one I'm referring to hydrogen as an element. Periodic table nama paakrom hydrogen. Yes, it's an element. Second thing, hydrogen gas. So what is the difference between hydrogen gas and hydrogen element? Rendume same illa both are different? Both are actually different. They are not same. Hydrogen as an element is different. As a molecule, it is entirely different. So ரெண்டு elements சேரும்போது, so when I say hydrogens is reacting with each other to give you hydrogen molecule. So this is H2. H2 is a gas. Okay. So single hydrogens I can combine from the periodic table. I can get a particular gas, hydrogen gas அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Okay. So that is the subtle idea. Compounds அப்படிங்கும்போது it is a combination of two or more atoms in a fixed proportion, in a definite proportion. Okay. So நம்ம வந்து அத compounds னு சொல்றோம். So for that, what I will do is I'll give you the basic idea. So உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே valency concept தெரியுமா? You guys know what is valency? How to find out valency of different elements? Idea இருக்கா?
Yes,
Three
sir.
electrons. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So who can tell me what is the valency of oxygen? Oxygen or valency என்ன?
8.
Oxygen valency is 8. No.
2, sir.
6, sir.
2, sir.
6, sir.
6 கிடையாது. Valence electron 6 but valency 6 கிடையாது.
2, sir.
Valency 4, sir.
No. Somebody said 2. Very good. 2 is correct. Okay, it is 2. எப்படின்னு சொல்றேன். Now if you see the periodic table, first group, நம்ம groups ன்னு சொல்றோம். The vertical columns வந்து groups ன்னு சொல்லுவோம் periodic table. So whatever you see, how many groups are there? First group, second group, இந்த மாதிரி so many groups are there. 13th, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group. So எல்லா vertical columns we call it as group. The horizontal rows we call it as periods. Okay, in the periodic table. So இங்க வந்து you can see hydrogen is the first element and it belongs to the first group. Okay, and hydrogen is a non-metal. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா N எழுதி இருக்கு. So it is a non-metal. அதுக்கப்புறம் you have lithium, sodium, potassium. இது எல்லாமே it is called as alkali metals. They are the first group metals. ரொம்பவே reactive, highly reactive metals இது எல்லாமே. So I'll come back. I'll go back to the blackboard. So what do you mean by, the valency? So valency அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது valency is the combining capacity. Okay, it is called as a combining capacity. I hope you can see what I'm writing. It's the combining capacity of the atoms or the elements. Okay, so other than we call it as valency. So nama hydrogen, lithium, potassium idellame ipo paathom periodic table. So they are all coming under first group. Na eppadi kandupidichen first group அப்படினா you can see that above hydrogen 1 அப்படினு எழுதி இருக்கு. There it is written 1 and it is a first group that you can see. The first column periodic table ye first column வந்து you can find hydrogen. Hydrogen கீழ you can find lithium. Other கீழ you have sodium, potassium. இந்த மாதிரி you can see all the elements which are present group wise. Okay, so group wise when you see hydrogen, then I'm having lithium, sodium, potassium. So இந்த மாதிரி போயிட்டே இருக்கு. Okay, so it is very good for us to know the group wise elements. So group wise elements ஞாபகம் வச்சிட்டா it is very easy for us to do the stoichiometric calculations. Okay, so that is why I'm putting the basics now. So please pay attention. So hydrogen irukku, then we have lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. So first இது வந்து first group. So I'm putting 1 above it. Okay, 1 ன்னு எழுதிட்டேன் மேலே. Now first group பார்க்கும்போது the valency of the first group is 1. Now how did I identify it is 1? 1 நம்ம எப்படி சொல்றோம்? On what basis we are telling it is 1? பார்க்கலாம். So valency அப்படிங்கும்போது we say definitely it is combining capacity. Okay. Now valence electrons அப்படின்னு பார்க்கும்போது hydrogen requires how many valence electrons to complete the noble gas? Each and every element periodic table every element வந்து it wants to become stable. எல்லாரும் ஸ்டேபிளா இருக்கணும்னு தான் விரும்புறாங்க. Each and every element in the periodic table wants to become stable. So stability எப்படி attain பண்றாங்க? That is by two different ways. First way is getting the nearest noble gas configuration. So noble gases நம்ம எதை சொல்றோம்? Can you guys see the 18th group? 18th group பார்க்க முடியுதா? Yes. So 18th group வந்து you can see all are noble gases. Helium ரொம்பவே ஹாப்பியா இருக்கு. Helium will not react at all. அது reactionலயே participate பண்றது இல்ல. Why? Because helium is happy with how many electrons it's having. Okay, it is having a stable electronic configuration. அதே மாதிரி neon, argon கூட அதே மாதிரி தான். So let's look at that. So helium is the second element in the periodic table. So helium oda electronic configuration பார்த்தோம்னா is just 2. Okay, EC அப்படினா electronic configuration, election commission கிடையாது. Okay, So EC is electronic configuration. It is just 2, which means the first shell என்ன இருக்கோ completely it is filled. So இங்க வந்து you will have to know what is the different shells. So அந்த concept is very important. So உங்களுக்கு ஐடியா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So first nucleus இருக்கும். So நான் nucleus வந்து ஷேட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். After the nucleus நமக்கு different shells இருக்கு. நம்ம solar systemல sun எப்படி சென்டர்ல இருக்காரு and then we have Mercury, Venus, Earth. அதே மாதிரி தான் in the atom nucleus சென்டர்ல இருக்கு. Nucleusல what are the subatomic particles in the nucleus? Nucleusல we have
protons and neutrons.
Protons. Neutrons, sir.
very good. We have protons and neutrons. Protons வந்து they are positively charged. Neutrons க்கு ஏதாவது charge இருக்கா? Does it have any charge?
No charge, sir.
No charge.
No
No
charge.
charge.
So it is 0. Okay. So overall nucleus oda charge வந்து எப்பவுமே positive தான். Because positive when you add to a 0 it is going to be positive only. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 0 is 3. அதே மாதிரி so positive plus 0 value is going to be positive. So nucleus வந்து positively charged. Okay. Now atomic number என்ன இருக்கோ, so let's go back to the periodic table. So you can see atomic number. Hydrogen on atomic number வந்து 1. Helium க்கு வந்து atomic number 2 இருக்கு. So lithium is 3, 4. So in the மாதிரி you can see that atomic numbers are increasing. As per the periodic table, elements எப்படி arrange பண்ணிருக்காங்க? Elements are arranged in the way that increasing atomic numbers are there. Okay, in the way that atomic numbers are increasing. So நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். So hydrogen is the first element, so atomic number is 1. Helium is second element, atomic number is 2. Now what does atomic number tell me? Atomic number ல இருந்து நமக்கு என்ன தெரிய வருது? Atomic number gives you the number of protons in the corresponding element or atom. It gives you the number of protons. So atomic number is Z. Okay, so this is atomic number. Okay, so atomic number is always equal to the number of protons. Very, very important. Okay, it is equal to number of protons. So hydrogen la ethana protons irukku keta, what will you tell? Definitely there is only one proton. How? That is because atomic number is 1. Yeah, atomic number 1. அதனால ஒரே proton தான் இருக்கும். Going back to the periodic table, who can tell me the number of protons in nitrogen? Nitrogen la ethana protons irukku?
7, sir.
7,
sir.
7. Yes. So நான் இப்போ சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, you have nucleus and அத சுத்தி நிறைய shells இருக்குன்னு சொன்னேன். So what are the shells? So first nucleus இருக்கு சென்டர்ல. First shell நம்ம K shell ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். Then second shell L shell. Third வந்து M. Fourth வந்து we go ahead like that. Okay, K, L, M, N இந்த மாதிரி alphabetically we keep going. M, N இந்த மாதிரி. So N is equal to 1 for K shell. So K shell வந்து first shell. L வந்து எத்தனாவது shell? Nucleus in the second position. So second shell. இது M வந்து third shell. N is the fourth shell. Okay. So now we move ahead. Now there is a very simple formula which is there to find out the capacity of the shell. ஒரு ஷெல்லையும் எத்தனை electrons வந்து accommodate பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து ஒரு simple formula இருக்கு. So anybody knows the formula for shell capacity?
2n square, sir.
Very good. You guys know it. So 2n square. So K shell la எத்தனை electrons accommodate பண்ணலாம்?
2, sir.
Perfect. L shell can have 8. Correct?
8.
M la எத்தனை இருக்கலாம்?
18. 6.
18 is correct.
18.
N la
32. 32, sir.
Very good. Okay. So this is the idea that we have. So எத்தனை number of shells, you know, how many electrons can accommodate in a particular shell. ஒவ்வொரு ஷெல்லையும் எத்தனை electrons நம்ம fill பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஐடியா வந்து we get it from this formula of 2n square. So அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நம்ம electronic configuration அப்படிங்கிறது சொல்றோம். So oxygen வந்து எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும், number of oxygen வந்து 8 அப்படின்னு. நான் ஸ்டார்டிங்ல ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்டேன், what is the valency அப்படின்னு கேட்டேன். So நீங்க என்ன சொன்னீங்க? Some of you said it is 8, some of you said it is 4, 2 அப்படின்னு ஒரு mixed opinion. Yeah, I got a mixed opinion or a mixed answers. But now we will learn how to write the electronic configuration of oxygen. Okay, so நம்ம shells வந்து ஒவ்வொரு ஷெல்லையும் how many electrons fill பண்ணுவோம் அப்படிங்கறத வந்து we are going to do it now. So first shell definitely 2 ன்னு எழுதுவோம். Second shell how many it can have? It can have a maximum of 8. 6 கிடையாது, 8. Okay,
8.
So 8 electrons. இப்போ out of 8 2 electrons ஏற்கனவே நான் first shell எழுதிட்டேன். So balance எத்தனை இருக்கு? You have to subtract from 8.
6 electrons.
8 minus 2 பண்ணிட்டோம்னா we'll get 6. Clear? This is the electronic configuration of oxygen. Romba easy. Okay, so இத புரிஞ்சிருச்சுனா you can write down the electronic configuration of any element in the periodic table. So now coming to the concept of valency. இப்போ 6 வந்து சில பேர் valency ன்னு சொன்னீங்க. Valency 6 கிடையாது. 6 is valence electrons. Okay, valence electrons na என்னது? The electrons present in the last shell. கடைசி ஷெல்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் தான் நம்ம valence electrons அப்படினு சொல்றோம். பட் valency எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்போம்? We will find out valency based on the nearest noble gas. Oxygen க்கு க்ளோஸா இருக்கக்கூடிய noble gas வந்து நம்ம பார்ப்போம். Which are the closest noble gas?
Neon, sir.
Neon, sir.
Very good. It's neon. Neonல வந்து எத்தனை எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் இருக்கு?
10 electrons, sir.
10 electrons. Oxygen also wants 10 electrons. அதுக்கு 10 வேண்டி இருக்கு. So என்ன பண்ணும் oxygen? Oxygen is going to accept 2 electrons. 2 electrons accept பண்ணிச்சுனா, don't you think it will become neon configuration by accepting 2 electrons?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So நம்ம அந்த 2 electrons, அந்த 2 மட்டும் தான் நம்ம valency அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Valency of oxygen is 2 and we write it is -2. Okay, minus sign அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன குறிக்குது? Minus sign வந்து acceptance குறிக்குது. It is showing that it wants to accept 2 electrons to gain, balance, to gain the nearest noble gas configuration. So it wants to become octate அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Octate na என்னது? It wants to have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. Very good. Somebody said 8. That's correct. So it wants to have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. Okay. So adhe mari, who can tell me for nitrogen? Valency evlo irukum? Anybody can calculate and tell me?
3, sir.
3. What is the electronic
3.
configuration?
3.
Correct.
2,5.
Very good. Perfect. So
2,5.
3 வந்து minus கொடுப்பீங்களா இல்ல plus கொடுப்பீங்களா?
Minus.
Yes, -3. Why? ஏன்னா அது 3 electrons accept பண்ண வேண்டியிருக்கு. So அதனால it is -3. Is the concept now clear? Yes?
Yes, sir. I have
Yes,
a doubt.
Yeah, sure. Ask me.
Is there is any reason for starting the shell's name from K, sir? நம்ம K, L, M அந்த மாதிரி ஏன் சார் நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றோம்? ஏதாவது ரீசன்ஸ் இருக்கா சார் அந்த ஷெல் நேமிங்க்கு?
Shell naming க்கு வந்து there is no particular reason. So see, நம்ம ABC ன்னு கூட போட்டுக்கலாம். இது நம்ம convenience தான். But when the concept was introduced, people use this KLM notation. So அதனால நம்ம அதையே ஃபாலோ பண்றோம். So it is up to us. So நம்ம convenience பொறுத்து தான். So நமக்கு எது ஈஸியா இருக்கோ you can use it. உங்களுக்கு ABCD ஈஸியா ஃபீல் பண்ணுச்சுனா you can go with ABCD. Okay? There is no particular rule. Okay? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. So இப்போ வந்து I hope things are clear. நான் periodic table போறேன். நான் எனக்கு quickly you guys tell me the answers based on your understanding. My understanding பொறுத்து எனக்கு give me the responses. So first group elements ஓட valency என்னவா இருக்கு? First group elements. Very
1,
good.
sir.
Is it plus or minus? I want the sign also.
-1.
-1 is wrong. No, it is +1. Okay? +1.
There is lots of
Natural. Yes. They like to donate electrons. Metals எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா they are in the left hand side of the periodic table. Most of the metals என்ன tendency இருக்கு? They want to donate electrons. Suppose நம்ம lithium எடுத்துக்கலாம். lithium ஓட atomic number என்ன?
3, sir.
Very good. Atomic number is 3. So electronic configuration of lithium is going to be
2,1.
1. இப்போ second shell பாத்தீங்கன்னா L shell 1 electron தான் இருக்கு. Instead of accepting 7 electrons accept பண்றது ஈஸியா இல்ல 1 electrons donate பண்ணிட்டு helium configuration attain பண்றது ஈஸியா? Which is easy?
lots of 1 electrons, sir.
Yes, losing 1 electron for lithium is easy than accepting 7 electrons and becoming neon. So adinalave lithium is a good electron donor. It likes to donate electrons. Donor na enadhu? Yaar donate பண்றாங்களோ அவங்கள donor ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். So here lithium is donating 1 electron and hence lithium has got a plus charge, Li plus அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Okay, so that is the charge. அதே மாதிரி sodium கூட பாத்தீங்கன்னா sodium is atomic number is 11. Okay, so electronic configuration sodium, who can tell me?
Sir.
2,8,1.
Perfect. 281. அவ்வளவுதான். So இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா 1 electron it will donate and it is going to get 2,8 neon configuration attain பண்ணிடும் sodium. See? Clear? So this is how metals donate electrons to form stable cations. Cations na enadhu? Those corresponding species which have a positive charge. எதுக்கெல்லாம் positive charge இருக்கோ நம்ம அத cations னு சொல்றோம். Spelling of cations is CATIONS. So cations வந்து most of the metals in the periodic table are all cations. எல்லா metals-உமே cations தான். Cations தான் அது வந்து ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது. ஏன்னா it is donating electrons. Okay? எதுக்கு electrons donate பண்ணுது? To become stable. Stability attain பண்றதுக்காக. Clear? So that is the reason they become, cations. அதே மாதிரி non metals எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா right hand side of the periodic table இருக்கு. Starting from you can see aluminium, you can see at gallium, okay, not aluminium, you can look at gallium, you can look at germanium, sulfur irukku, oxygen irukku. So most of them, they are non metals. So non metals la enna trend irukku? The trend is, the tendency is to accept electrons. So oxygen pathina atomic number is 8, so 2,6  nu namakku theriyum. So it wants to attain 2 electrons, so adanal O2 minus forms O2 minus anion. எதுக்கு anion சொல்றோம்? Because it's having a negative charge. Clear? So that is the concept. So இப்போ நமக்கு என்ன charge அப்படிங்கிறது தெரியும். Now I'm going to a higher concept which is called as oxidation state. So oxidation state எப்படி calculate பண்றது? நிறைய ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் கேட்பாங்க, சார் oxidation state calculate பண்றது ரொம்ப டஃபா இருக்கு. So how to make it more easy? So I'll teach you how to calculate the oxidation state. The first concept in your textbook. So we'll learn how to calculate the oxidation state. So first, நம்ம easier compound எடுத்துக்கலாம். Say sodium hydroxide, NaOH. NaOH கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Sodium hydroxide, it is a base. Okay? இது வந்து base ன்னு சொல்றோம். ஏன் base ன்னு சொல்றோம்? Because there is a hydroxyl ion, OH இருக்கு. Okay, whenever you have an OH, you call it a base. அது basic or alkaline அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். So now, இப்போ இதுல நம்மளோட intention என்னன்னா, I want to calculate oxidation state of oxygen. So இதுல oxygen or oxidation state வந்து நம்ம calculate பண்ணணும். So how do we calculate? Listen to me very carefully. This is going to be very easy for you guys. So carefully listen பண்ணுங்க. So நான் oxygen கீழ underline பண்ணிருக்கேன். I want to find out the oxidation state of oxygen in sodium hydroxide. So அதுக்கு மேல நான் x ன்னு எழுதிக்கிறேன். So நான் x value கண்டுபிடிக்கிறேன். We'll do it, in a form of like maths. Mathsல உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே equation எப்படி solve பண்றதுன்னு தெரியும் இல்லையா? So rearrange பண்ணி how to solve an equation. The same approach we will do. So sodium. Periodic tableல நம்ம sodium பார்த்திருந்தோம். Sodium ஓட valency என்னது? What is the charge of sodium?
Plus 1, sir.
Very good. Perfect.
+1.
So +1 அப்படின்னு எழுதிக்கிறேன் sodium மேல. Same way hydrogen. Hydrogen ஓட charge என்னது?
+1, sir.
Exactly, it is +1. Okay, so இப்போ நான் equation form பண்றேன். எத்தனை sodiums இருக்கு sodium hydroxide ல? There is only
ஒரு sodium தான், sir.
ஒரே ஒரு sodium தான். So 1 sodium into the charge of that sodium which is +1 plus இப்போ நான் next element போறேன். Next element வந்து oxygen. And எத்தனை oxygens? ஒரே ஒரு oxygen.
1, sir.
So I'm writing 1x which is x plus hydrogen. 1 hydrogen, 1 into 1 திரும்பி 1 தான். Is equal to, இப்போ sodium hydroxide க்கு ஏதாவது charge இருக்கா? Does it have any charge on the top?
No, sir.
No charge. So I put 0. Clear? So 1 into 1 is 1 plus x plus 1. So என்ன கிடைக்குது? I get x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x value என்னது?
-2, sir.
Perfect. See, நமக்கு oxygen ஓட oxidation state கிடைச்சிருச்சு. So oxygen's oxidation state is -2. Are you getting it? Yes? So அதோட charge நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டோம். This is a very easy method to find out. நான் இன்னொன்னு I'll give you one more example. நீங்க ட்ரை பண்றீங்களா? Will you try it and give me the answer?
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
one?
sir.
Yes. So it is very interesting. So நீங்க you try it for sodium chloride. NaCl ல you try it for chlorine. Chlorine ஓட oxidation state என்ன சொல்லுங்க?
-1.
Very good. -1 is the right answer. See, now you found out how to find out the oxidation state. Now, one more example I'll give you. So because we are doing a JEE level class, so I'll give you a question which was asked in JEE. So tell me what is the oxidation state of gypsum? Gypsum உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா? What is the formula for gypsum? Calcium sulfate dihydrate. 2 moles of water.
CaSO4 2H2O.
Correct. That is gypsum. So gypsum la, I want you to calculate oxidation state of sulfur. Sulfur oda oxidation state calculate பண்ணுங்க. Gypsum la. So have your notebooks. Notebook la calculate பண்ணிட்டு எனக்கு answer சொல்லுங்க. 8. Okay, one student has told 8. I will write 8. This is the first answer. We will check the answer. Okay, anybody else with a different answer?
6.
6 ஒருத்தங்க சொல்லிருக்காங்க. Okay. Fine. Try பண்ணுங்க. So calculate பண்ணிட்டு எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க. Any other answers? Everybody is getting 6? Sure.
Sorry, sir. I think 4. I think
4. Okay, you are changing your answer. 4. Okay. Okay. வேற ஏதாவது ஆன்சர்ஸ் கிடைக்குதுங்களா? So if you're getting any other answers, please தயவு செஞ்சு சொல்லுங்க. If you're getting any other different answer. So out of this, definitely correct answer is there. நான் எது correct answer அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன். Everybody is tried. யாருக்காவது கிடைக்கலீங்களா? Anybody not getting the answer?
3.
3. Okay. Nice. We are having 3 also as one answer. Okay. So the multiple only one answer is correct here. I'll tell you which is the correct answer. இப்போ calcium ன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா periodic table, just open the periodic table. Calcium எங்க வருது அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம பார்க்கணும். Calcium second periodல வருது, second groupல வருது. Sorry. So second groupல what is the oxidation? What is the charge? Tendency வந்து to donate 2 electrons. இல்லையா?
Yes.
Calcium is 20. Yeah. So +2. Correct. Very good. So +2 போட்டுக்கிறேன் above calcium. Sulfur நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கிறோம். So X போட்டுக்கிறேன். Oxygen இப்போதான் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சோம். Oxygen value
-2 sir.
Very good. -2. Hydrogen +1 இல்லையா? And oxygen -2 திரும்பி.
-2.
Okay. So இது எல்லாமே எழுதிட்டு then you frame the equation. இப்போ நம்ம equation frame பண்றோம். So check பண்ணிக்கோங்க. First வந்து 2 into 1 ஏன்னா ஒரே ஒரு calcium atom தான் இருக்கு. So 2 தான் plus 1 into X which is X plus 4 oxygens இருக்கு. So 4 into -2. ஓகேங்களா? So 4 into -2 plus hydrogens. எத்தனை hydrogens இருக்கு? 2 2s are 4. நிறைய பேர் இங்க மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணுவாங்க. 2 2s are 4 hydrogen atoms இருக்கு. Okay? So 4 into +1 plus oxygen atoms எத்தனை இருக்கு? You have again 2 at the last. So 2 into -1. -2. Okay? Yeah. So இதுதான் equation. This is equal to 0. ஏன்னா overall எந்த சார்ஜுமே இல்ல. So overall charge is 0. So equate பண்ணிக்கிறேன் 0. So now you go ahead and simplify. So 2 plus X plus into minus is minus. 4 2s are 8 வருது. Then plus 4 1s are 4 and plus into minus minus 2 2s are 4 திரும்பிமே is equal to 0. ஓகேங்களா? So plus 4 and minus 4 cancel பண்ணிக்கலாம் இல்லையா? Both will get cancelled. And -8 plus 2 எப்படி எழுதிக்கலாம்? We can write it as -6. Yes. So x minus 6 is equal to 0. So answer வந்து x is equal to 6. That is the correct answer. Is it clear? புரியுதுங்களா? What have I done? Yes. Are you guys able to understand?
yes sir, yes sir.
I mean,
Yes,
எப்படி
sir.
solve பண்ணிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு. So this is how you should solve. இந்த மாதிரி தான் you have to solve and you will have to find out. Okay. So this was, I know it is little tough, but eventually நம்ம practice பண்ணும்போது things will become much easier. Okay. So lastly I'll give one more and we'll wind up. I know it's already time. So இன்னொரு question. I'll give you an easier question this time. Baking soda. யாருக்கு தெரியும் formula of baking soda? Very good. NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay. Baking soda நம்ம எங்கெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றோம்? Baking soda is used in different ways. Okay. So it is used for making baking powder. Baking powder வந்து நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம் for making cakes, breads, எல்லாமே fluffy ஆக்குறதுக்காக we use it because carbon dioxide is released. So baking soda ல I want you guys to find out what is the oxidation state of carbon. Carbon ஓட oxidation state you have to find out in baking soda. Yeah, try it out. அதே மாதிரி try பண்ணுங்க. Easy. Let's see who gets the answer this time.
4 sir.
4. Very
4
good.
sir.
Perfect. See, I think everybody gets 4. 4 is the right answer. Okay. Yes. So sodium +1, hydrogen put a +1, oxygen mela you put minus 2 and above carbon x in எடுத்துக்கிறோம். So you would substitute. So 1 plus 1 plus x plus 3 into minus 2 is equal to 0. So overall charge. So x வந்து you get it as, so இங்க if you add 2, 1 plus 1 2 கிடைக்குது and 3 into minus 2 வந்து minus 6 இருக்கு. So plus 2 minus 6 வந்து minus 4. Minus 4 right side shift பண்ணும்போது sign change ஆயிடும். So you get x is equal to 4. Easy. ஓகேங்களா? So I hope it is clear how to find out the oxidation state. யாருக்காவது ஏதாவது doubts இருக்கா? You have any doubts with oxidation state? Yes? I hope it is clear. Oxidation state concept, how to calculate the oxidation state. So periodic table base பண்ணி you know how to calculate it. Okay, so valency தெரிஞ்சிச்சுனா definitely you can do it in an easier way, in an easier method. Okay, so we can go back. So let me see, I think we are done. So sir, you know, can I extend for some more time?
Yeah, you
So that
can
in the
extend.
part
You can extend another 5-10 minutes. No problem.
Okay sir. Okay sir. So here we are, now we have you guys have an idea between elements and compounds. So every compounds frame பண்றது you guys have an idea. So different so elements பாத்தீங்கன்னா we have hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. பாத்தீங்கன்னா based on atomic number. Just now இப்போ நான் introduce பண்ணிருந்தேன் based on the periodic table. So definitely I think that is clear to you. Okay, examples of compounds. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா methane is a compound. Okay, methane வந்து is a greenhouse gas. So that is again, you know, a compound. Carbon dioxide, that is also a compound. Yeah, compound and solvent. You can see that there are different, you know, atoms which are contributed together. So it's a mixture of different atoms or different elements combined together in a fixed ratio, fixed proportion in solvent. Yeah, fixed in solvent. Methane la vandu how many parts of carbon is to how many parts of hydrogen? 1:4 in solvent. So and the 1:4 அப்படிங்கற the ratio vandu is always fixed. Methane na definitely C is to H vandu is 1:4. Carbon dioxide la 1:2 ratio. Carbon is 1 part, 2 parts of oxygen. Sodium chloride la what is the ratio? It is 1:1. 1 sodium is to 1 chlorine. So andamari it is fixed. The proportions are fixed in compounds. Okay, and it's a combination of 2 or more elements. So that is all about it. So let's have a quick recap. So chemistry, you know what is chemistry? It's a science of molecules, their composition, structure, properties, and other transformations. And matter can be classified into different categories. Okay, mixtures, pure substances. So and pure substance na another, it is made up of only one or more substance, but in a fixed composition. So the composition is throughout it is uniform and it is throughout fixed. Example, copper, no, we saw gold, water, and ammonia. And elements are made up of only one kind of particle, that is atoms or molecules. Okay, examples, copper, we have hydrogen, oxygen. You can also say, you know, different elements, sodium. So they are all elements. And combination of 2 or more atoms is going to give you a compound. Example, carbon dioxide, water, ammonia, so on and so on. For a small activity, let us see. So I want you guys to classify these compounds as homogeneous or heterogeneous. So in the different you know, you have different types of compounds here. So by displaying this, you can classify which is heterogeneous and which is homogeneous. So I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes. So quickly tell me. Yes. So notebook la you just put down homogeneous or column la எழுதுங்க what and all are homogeneous and இதுல எதெல்லாம் heterogeneous கீழ வருது அப்படிங்கறதை எழுதுங்க. So write it, we will check the answers. Okay, so make it fast. So air, salt solution இருக்கு, sugar solution, sand and salt, rice and pulses, sugar and salt, chalk and sand. So இதுல what and all are homogeneous எழுதிட்டீங்களா, முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? Okay, if you are finished let me know.
And salt solution and sugar solutions are homogeneous, sir.
Very good. Yes.
Sand and salt, rice and pulses, sugar and salt, chalk and sand, all are heterogeneous, sir.
Perfect. This is the answer key. You check panikla. So I think you got it right. Very good. Okay. So easy. Okay. So with this, we are done with, you know, the activity also. So different activities are there. So nari activities irukku. So one more activity I'll show you, so that, you know, things become interesting. So it's getting loaded. Okay, the system resources. Let me refresh content. Okay, so I think there is a lot of crowd. So you can also build molecules. pH eating solitaire, there is a nice tool you can even check. Okay, so for example, water. In the water, what and all we require? Hydrogen. Hydrogen or valency வந்து 1. So one oxygen atom ku எத்தனை hydrogen atoms தேவைப்படுது? How many hydrogen
Two hydrogen atoms.
Two hydrogen atoms.
Very good. See, so now I get water. So 3D click panna, you can see how it looks three-dimensionally. This is how water molecule looks in a three-dimensional module. So this is how it looks. This is a ball and stick model. So orange color நீங்க பாக்குறீங்க. Orange sphere is your oxygen atom, and ரெண்டு white spheres attach ஆயிருக்கு. That is your hydrogen atoms. Okay, so we can collect them. So I can drop it. So I have collected that. Next நமக்கு oxygen இருக்கு, second one. So I am going to the next module. So oxygen. So oxygen வந்து is it monatomic, diatomic or triatomic? Atomicity of oxygen என்னது?
Diatomic.
It is
Diatomic, sir.
Very good. It is diatomic. The reason is oxygen ஓட valency 2. So two oxygens can combine with a double bond. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா நடுவுல ரெண்டு bond இருக்கு. So it has a double bond. Okay, so it is diatomic. So I can drop it. Can oxygen be triatomic also? I'm asking you a question. Can it be triatomic also? Possibility.
Ozone.
Very good. Ozone. மேல வந்து ஒரு protective layer இருக்கு. That ozone is protecting us, from harmful ultraviolet radiations of the sun. இல்லீங்களா? So that is ozone. Yes, that's correct. So it can form ozone also. Next, hydrogen, molecular hydrogen. So adhe mari you can see that we can take it from this bowl. So H2. So two hydrogens. Hydrogen is also diatomic. So I can collect it here. So I have collected hydrogen also. Carbon dioxide. Carbon oda valency vandu 4. So 4 valency satisfy பண்றதுக்கு how many oxygens are required? Oxygen ஒரே ஒரு oxygen oda valency vandu 2. So how many such oxygens are required to satisfy the valency of one carbon?
Two oxygen.
Very good. And what is and the carbon oxygen oda bond என்னது? Single bond இருக்குங்களா இல்ல will there be a double bond?
Double.
Yes, somebody is telling double. Yes, that's correct. So carbon dioxide பாத்தீங்கன்னா this is how it looks in three-dimensional space. So carbon dioxide வந்து double bond இருக்கு. So the reason behind this is carbon oda valency வந்து 4. Carbon வந்து tetravalent ன்னு சொல்றோம். Why? Because it's having valency 4. So carbon வந்து it will not donate nor it will accept 4. The reason behind this because accepting or donating 4 electrons is going to be difficult for carbon. Okay, so அதனால carbon goes for mutual sharing of electron pairs. அது வந்து covalent bonding அப்படினு சொல்றோம். So here if you see carbon has got a double bond with oxygen, so I am dropping it. And finally nitrogen. Nitrogen vandu you guys know valency is 3. So what will be the bond here between two nitrogen atoms? Yes?
Triple bond, sir.
Very perfect. It is triple bond. So inga pathina there is a triple bond. Okay, so nitrogen also I will drop it. That's it. So we have completed our collection. So in the mari even higher level concepts are there. So today I just started off with a basic level. So I don't want to bore with difficult concepts. Eventually I'll increase the toughness. Okay, so for today I hope you enjoyed this session. So we'll learn virtually. We'll do a lot of experiments. I'm having experiment modules too. So any time constraint I couldn't show everything, but definitely eventually future we'll be meeting. So we'll definitely see all the lesson plans. We'll also look at different modules. So everything we'll definitely learn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Manish, for giving such a international, professional touch to our education. In fact, it is fantastic. Frankly speaking, we have never done such a professional teaching to our students. We have been doing it. We have been very effective. But இது ஒரு கிளாஸ் மேலே, இது வந்து எங்கள் லெவலுக்கு மேலேயே இருக்கு. ஐ திங்க் டெக்னாலஜி உங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது, எங்களுக்கு டெக்னாலஜி தெரியாது அப்படின்னா. பட் இட்ஸ் எ வண்டர்ஃபுல் திங். நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுத்து வச்சுருக்கோம் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 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 கிளாஸை பார்க்குறக்கு. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் யூ கேன் புட் யுவர் ஃபீட்பேக் இன் த சேட் அண்ட் த வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப் ஆல்சோ. I would be grateful if you could put in the WhatsApp group. That would be better so that other students can see And it's a really, I know Manish from childhood, but I never know that he's such a brilliant teacher. Probably the flow of your language, both Tamil and English, and the concepts and the way you relate the concepts to the day-to-day activities and the examples and your the workouts and all those assignments are too good. It's really great. In fact, I feel that I am in an IIM class. இந்தியன்
that means
இன்ஸ்டியூட்
a
ஆஃப்
lot, sir.
மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்னு ஒரு காலேஜ் இருக்குது, அங்கே தான் நான் படித்தேன். அங்கே தான் இந்த மாதிரி ஹைடெக் ஹைஃபை கிளாஸ் இருக்கும். அது மாதிரி எனக்கு இருந்தது. எனக்கு இது இட்ஸ் ஐ ஓப்பனர் டு மீ மனிஷ். ஏன்னா டெக்னாலஜி வைஸ் நாங்கள்லாம் உங்கள் லெவலுக்கெல்லாம் வர கஷ்டம். பட் எனிவே ஐ ஆம் வெரி வெரி ஹாப்பி with your class today. I think we will try to continue our association. I would be
Sure, sir,
grateful
sure.
if you can help us in all possible
Yes,
manner.
sir. Yes,
Our
definitely, sir,
children
definitely.
also will be very much benefited. I don't think any of our children can have such a class anywhere, except you go into Baiju or very expensive things. அங்கே கூட இந்த அளவு இல்லை. பைஜூவில் வேணா இருக்கலாம், ஆகாஷில் இல்லை, ஃபிட்ஜியில் இல்லை. ஐ நோ மெனி ஆஃப் தி இன்ஸ்டியூட். இந்த இன்ஸ்டியூட் இருக்கிற வாத்தியர்களே எனக்கு தெரியும், ஆசிரியர்களே தெரியும். அவங்க கூட இந்த அளவு இல்லை. ஐ திங்க் that was given by that IGCSE, CB and all those IB and all those, and the exposure was helping you, and that
Yes,
exposure you are giving it to our students, state board students, Samachir students, and even Tamil medium students. That's really a great thing, man. In fact, I am
Yes,
proud of you. என்னுடைய ஒரு தெரிஞ்சவர் அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப ப்ரௌட் ஆஃப் யூ. வென் யுவர் மதர் said and you said you will teach well, I also thought my expectation was high, but then you have really surpassed that expectation. Perhaps
Okay, sir. That means a lot.
one of the best
So
lectures I've
definitely
ever
in future also we can have classes. So
yeah, one of the best lectures I ever listened in the last probably a year or so. I have been listening to webinars from various places, but it is one of the best, even though the subject is not of my favorite, but still you have done a good job. Children, you give your feedback in the WhatsApp group. I would be, then we will close. Marvelous class, one person said. Manish, 1 minute, what all they give in the chat we will see. And then
Yes, sir.
in the WhatsApp group, I have already included Manish in the WhatsApp group. You can see the feedback there, so that for saving the time. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir,
the best
sure,
to all
sure,
of you. We will meet again in next class.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
I'll close it.
Yeah, welcome children. Really it was nice.
you, sir.
interacting
Thank
with
you, sir.
Welcome children.
Thank you, sir.